Hey, what's up everybody? This is going to be the first video of a new YouTube channel. It's going to be Keeping It Real Fishing, and the first thing that we're going to be taking a look at here is this is a Daiwa. It's a new reel from Daiwa, relatively new. I believe it came out the end of last year. It's a T3 Ballistic, and this is the HS is the high speed and the L is for the left hand model. Okay. There's a Ballistic, and then there's also one that's just Daiwa T3, which is a more expensive model. Of course, you can get the specs off their site or off of any number of sites, but I'll just put it up here so you can see. So the high speed model is a fast gear ratio. The weight's kind of middle ground. It's not. It doesn't strive to be an ultra lightweight reel, but 7.5 ounces is there's nothing heavy about that. Drag, 5 ball bearings. And there you can see your capacities. Okay, that's pretty much it there. This reel is, just so you know, because some people, when you go into some of the higher end Daiwas, they are made in Japan. They have Japan cut gears. This one is made in Thailand and distributed by that company. Let's take a look. So you're going to get your basic instructions. It's just one of these fold-out pages. It's going to tell you a little bit about the innovation on this particular reel, which is the T-bar system, also known as the T-wing. And they're going to tell you a little bit about the Magforce 3D, which is also a pretty cool innovation in terms of the spool, the magnets on the spool. Get rid of that. And not a whole lot in the box, just a reel and these little guys. I think they're just protectors for the feet of the reel. This way they don't get scratched up on some of the newer, the new metal, the rings. Get this out of the way. And one of the things I'm going to try to do on this channel is always try to provide close-ups and a real good look at these products. So let me just walk you around this thing first. I think it should resolve. The material that this is made of is called Zion, and it's some kind of composite. Said to be, very light, very strong. One of the unique things about this particular material, I'm not sure if it's going to come up, but it looks like a marble finish. Some pictures online, it's very prominent. If the lighting, basically the stronger the lighting is, the more you can see the marbleization of the material. I guess that's just what happens when it's made. Okay. Note that the trigger bar here is actually rubberized, as is right here, which is kind of cool for a little bit of grip when you're flipping this, and then also when you're holding it, your thumb goes right on that rubberized patch. Makes for good contact. Hold it away from the camera a little bit. You can see it's a very small reel. It's a very slim reel. I'll show it to you on my rod in a few moments. You can get a better perspective. And you can see the uniqueness of it is how this just kind of comes flush, and you can't even see the ring that the line would be passing through. It's very, very svelte and streamlined, and that all has to do with, let me show you the bottom first. So the real thing here is this whole system. So when you hit this bar here, the front part's going to pop up like so. what happens there is that it exposes this and it brings up this bar right there. The one right at the top of where my fingernail is, that bar. Now that bar also, when you close it, that bar is going to depress the line into that small channel right there, into that groove, when you're reeling it in. Upon closing it, you can see the bar drops. I'll try to do it slowly. And it would be pushing the line in right now. And then it would be nice and in that groove, so in a very, as a normal baitcast reel would be. But upon lifting it up, it gets out of the way, and now the line can pass through that entire area as it flows off the reel. I'll just try to center it here for you. So, just gives it a lot more real estate by which it can flow out. It's not crammed to go through a little hole. And where this really shines is not when it's in the middle, actually, but if you just happen to be reeling and if you just happen to cast and you're all the way to one side. On a normal reel, the line as it comes off here, the line coming from this most portion is making a sharp angle as it cuts this way to go out of that spool. So it's coming off back, forth, but when it hits over here, it's got to make a real sharp turn and then come out the front. So it's like, don't. But with this, this half of it really becomes non-functional. You can see, it's just, because of where the edge of the spool is, it really only gives you that much when you're on the side. When you're in the middle, it offers the whole width becomes useful, but on the side, about that much is useful, but it's still a whole lot more than in a traditional baitcast, just the little small hole. So that's really the main thing going on here with this reel. And then you can close it just with your finger if you like, or of course it'll close when you start reeling. So right now I've got this backed out, not all the way, but most of the way, and I've got, this is the other unique feature, I've got this, actually I had it on all around, I could put it on long cast. I really like this a lot. I don't like having to pop off panels and adjust little tabs, or, to me that's just, it's kind of crazy. I'm not the kind of person that has, 8 to 10 different casting outfits. As a matter of fact, this is my first one in a long time. I've been just using spinning exclusively, and I just felt it was time I should get one. And I really like this here because real quickly, you just reach down, and this is kind of like the course adjustment. You can go to max break, all around, or long cast. And then from there, within each of these adjustments, you can then fine tune it. What's happening on the inside is that basically there's a magnet which is enshrouding essentially the end of the spool, and so when you go to long cast, it's barely affecting it. When you go to normal, it affects it, kind of a little bit. The magnetic field is a little bit stronger, and then when it's the what do they call it? Max break. When it goes to max break, you're literally moving that piece more around the spool component of it, and it's just the magnetic field grows stronger. And then within each one of these 1, 2, and 3 settings, then you can move or adjust the intensity of the magnets with this little knob here. And this goes up to, I believe, 20. So it just makes a whole lot of sense. You don't have to open anything up, and I'm going to be tying on lures of various weights. So if I go from a heavy lure to a light lure, I don't have to dick around with anything in here. I just do a quick switch here. You probably don't even have to adjust it, so you could probably just go from max to regular most of the time. But if I got a tailwind, or if I got something I could really launch out there, just boom, 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 1, 2, 3, real quick, done. I like it. It's just, can't get any faster than that. The handles are, unfortunately, they're not rubberized. They really don't have much in the way of texture. They're not a hard plastic. They have a little bit of a give, but they're just not very grippy. The drag star here, they call it the like micro adjust drag. So it's a nice clicking drag, has like a metallic sound to it. And then the same with the spool tensioner, and that also has actually got some red accents on it. So everything has a nice positive feel to it. And yes, that's pretty much it. You know, those are the main things that differentiate this reel. The big thing being this T-wing system up front for you know, the line to be able to escape there a lot easier. And then this I consider to be pretty unique and innovative magnet system, which is just, you know, you could change so fast. If we press this button here, I can show you a little bit of what that looks like. You can kind of get a sense of how it works. So you can kind of see where this portion here, this end of the cylinder, will go into that slot. And then as you adjust this knob, you literally are going to be moving this a little bit more in or a little bit more out, affecting how much, you know, influence it gives upon this piece. You can see your ball bearing in there. Okay. That snaps together, no play whatsoever, very solid. I like this reel a lot. I mean, aside from the innovation, it's a real looker. It's a real good looking reel. I'm going to throw it on my rod real quick just so you get a sense for how compact it is in height. Give me just 1 second to throw it on there. Okay guys, so here you go. And you can see the size of my hand. And I can't really bring my other hand around, but you could just hopefully get a sense. Good looking reel, definitely good looking reel for sure. But the main thing is the performance. And just got it, just got it today. Haven't tried it out yet. I got to reacquaint myself with these things, but I'm hearing a lot of good stuff about it, and it's really compact, really compact. So that's going to be it. This is the Daiwa T3 Ballistic. Thanks.